Let's play! Whoa! Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, you all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play the Somnium Files. Last time we left off, we went back to Central Hospital to check up on Oda, and all seemed well, and then we found out he's hiding a knife in his bed. And we knocked him out, and we sync with him to learn more about what happened in the warehouse, and it looks like, as much as we don't want to believe, and somehow I'm still a little confused about this, but it looks like Mayumi was the one who did all this, and even stabbed Oda. And what proves that Mayumi was at the scene? Well, remember, this chocolate has her print on it.
Todoroki Man chocolate. This was discovered in the corner of the warehouse. Mayumi Matsushida's fingerprints were found on the package. Mayumi purchased the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m. The purchase was made at an 812 convenience store. The store was located approximately 100 yards from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
I remember, it was at the same exact time. She bought it, and then she more than likely saw him with the station wagon, so... No, wait a minute. Well, it's at the same time. I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Todoroki Man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
I still want to say it's because of the floral pattern. I mean, according to Somnium, that's what he saw before he got stabbed.
The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's Somnium. It was the floral pattern kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always. Date." From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
I think this is what we use it here, yeah?
The kitchen knife, with a floral pattern. "Mom, I love you always," is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And? Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris, because...
You took the car. Why couldn't Mayumi have kidnapped Iris? Well, yeah, the cars and the streaming equipment, I guess? Because they're not... They weren't hers. So I think. Anyway.
2 cars were parked in front of the warehouse. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family. Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat. The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway. Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car. He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m.
Did they ever say how Mayumi bought that chocolate from the 8? That I can't remember, but I think this is part of it. She couldn't have kidnapped because of the cars. She didn't have any access to it at that point. I need more evidence. And then the streaming equipment, that's not hers either? Or I'm not really sure if it just kind of goes along with it.
A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either.
That doesn't sound right then. Is it the fishery, maybe?
Okiura Fishery is a company owned by Mizuki's grandfather. However, the management team changed 17 years ago. It currently has no connections to the Okiura family, and allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by dolphins.
Allegedly. See, I feel like I'm not understanding this properly, or I think my thought process isn't connecting this properly, but let's try this. Unrelated. Not it. Or maybe it's talking about how or maybe how I was thinking already, how the hell did she go and get the chocolate from the 8 store? Is that what we're trying to say? Yeah.
The Matsushita's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famisto while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone, right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Yeah, I kept forgetting about the exact times. Like, if she bought it at 10:32, or excuse me, 10:33, and was stolen at 10:32, then yeah, there's no way she could have done so, but it's still odd. Anyway, here we are.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
That sounds like a mother trying to protect her son. I can't easily accept that. But, boom, there we are. Tuesday. Next day.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch, I took her to the warehouse, and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes.
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
So the big thing is, like, the huge thing actually here is there's no way a woman of Mayumi's stature would be able to properly wear that polar bear costume. That thing looked gigantic. Highly doubt that was her in there. So, there's that. We're gonna, oops, quickly take a look around items here. I wonder if anybody's watching over here. Maybe she's hiding something underneath there too. I guess we'll see. Okay, here we are. Mayumi looks tense. Yeah, it's the kind of first time we actually seen her look like this. Like, a little bit more serious. Were you the one who stabbed Ota? Oops, I pushed the wrong button.
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
What just happened? And oops, I stabbed my son. Then why did you stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Yeah, that's a crock of shit. Anyway, fine. Let's say you did stream. And where did you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true. I planned the whole thing.
Wait, hold on a minute. You're saying that you picked out a very good condition laptop and a camera from the garbage. And I'm Santa Claus. Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do really quick? I want to take a look at a flowchart because I want to see how that split happened. There we go. So, remember, this is, we went to the red shelf and it's split over here. Man. I wonder how crazy this is going to get. Anyway. Let me go back again, and... Why'd you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
Wow, really? That's it? No other explanation? Maybe she knows about the Cyclops killings.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
Why? Why then? What motive would you have? Yeah. What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
Okay, well, I don't believe you. Then why'd you kill Shoko, then?
Rinju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
Why not go after that supposed lover that he had, the new one, after the divorce? Fine, and when and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
I have a feeling what's going to happen here. We're going to have to sync with her, and I feel like I won't be able to trust her own Somnium because of her disorder. Why are you lying? Because, come on.
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota...
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
I just have a feeling this is not going to turn out great, but hey, let's go for it. Another sync, too, really quick.
Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I have no other ideas, so I let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey! This is a hostile work environment!
Okay, I feel kind of bad for him, but...
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Who's Mayumi covering for? Well, that's very easy to say. That would be, Oda. Wait, how do I select that, though? Unless I just tell her. Oh, yeah, there we go. Wait, yeah, Oda. Okay. Hold on, before we do that. Steering wheel. Dashboard. Console. That. Gear shift. And... Alright, just figured I'd check. Alright, so, yeah, Oda.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
I would say motives. Like, why would he kill both Renju and Shoko? He didn't even realize that Shoko was anyhow related to Mizuki. And I don't think he would want to have hurt Mizuki like that, yeah? So, why can't he be the culprits? Yeah, well, yeah, what about the van? That's a huge thing right there.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
I mean, is that a for sure thing? Well, I guess it's still a possibility. Her eye being taken out, would he do that to her? Really?
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
Seriously? So... But, okay, I'm fine. Wrong answers, whatever, but how can I determine that in yesterday's Somnium, Ota and a polar bear, how am I going to get anything out of that?
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
Yeah, so I'm with Date here. I don't understand.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
I'll be honest, it's far-fetched. However, it's not, like, entirely unfeasible or infeasible. What the hell's the word for it? It could have really happened. And, I don't know, the mental state of both Ota and Iris, they're both pretty manipulative and, well, like to hide a lot of things. So I guess it wouldn't be that much of a stretch that this could have just all been a stage show. But why?
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, It is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
Man, this game gets me more and more intrigued with how the story is unveiling or unraveling here, and it's just... I don't know what to feel.
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her. Why?
Okay, now I feel a little bad. I thought somebody died in there. You want to talk? No? Maybe? You want some food? I doubt anything here is gonna be... There's like anything funny because of the seriousness of the situation. But I'm just gonna quickly look. I don't see anything. Yeah, I guess nothing. I'll definitely look at the picture frame though. That looks like it might be important. There's a photo in front of Ota. Looks like Ota has calmed down. Somewhat. You doing okay?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Why are you here? I mean, I know it's your home and diner or anything, but still, why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
Okay. Well, it's not like Mayumi's under arrest.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes, but as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying, so we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
So what, are you saying that Iris is a criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
Got your ass now, didn't I? I mean, honestly, like I said, it's not far-fetched that an incident like that happened. But would they really go that far to do all that? I don't know. So I'm not really sure about all that. Anyway, did you stage the incident?
I'm telling you I didn't!
And why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
Okay. yeah, she has a serious mental disorder, or memory disorder, I should say, but would the dementia affect that, per se?
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor, and we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good. But we were drowning in debt.
Man, that hurts. I mean, we can tell that his parents were very loving parents to him. It doesn't matter what situation they were in, they wanted to make sure that Oda would still be happy and try living like a normal life. So they got him whatever, and ugh. But this debt, though, how serious was it?
There's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer? Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Once again, that's unconditional love. You know, even if... I think maybe deep down she knows, like, that could be a very far-fetched idea. Once again, you see it nowadays, too. Like, there's many people who are very successful in various industries that never went to college or dropped out of college. And, you know, they're fine, obviously. And I think the big thing here is, like, we gotta remember that college does not equal instant success and money and good jobs, anything like that. It helps, definitely, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, I think it's a misconception a lot of people may have. But even then, I mean, dropping out, it's a huge, huge, huge risk. You lied about the editor thing, right?
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
When did the illness start? I think, didn't they say 6 years ago? But maybe he'll give more of a background to it.
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Language. That's gotta be hard for everybody involved. Yeah, let's just listen.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
Oh, game, you're gonna make me cry. About that picture.
What's that picture?
I wanted to turn the photo frame to me so I could see.
Looking at this photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are logical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times. Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Oh man, this game is a roller coaster for sure. And I really would like to continue playing, however, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a video here. I may have to call it a recording session here too. It's getting a little late on my end, but I'm trying to play this game a little bit more consistently because I really want to dive more into like the meat of the game. However, let's take a look at some of the stuff we got here, like new appendixes, like the ICU, which is the intensive care unit. Does not mean ICU. It's never fun in there. A12 is a convenience store popular across the country, colloquially referred to as 8 stores. Mayumi purchased a Odoroki man chocolate at one such store. Conspiracy to commit murder. It's an agreement between 2 or more people to commit murder. In this penal system, those who conspire to commit the murder will receive the same punishment as the actual murderer if convicted. Oh, wow. Alright, so there's that. I'm missing so much already. I mean, this makes me believe like there's going to be a lot. You know, I don't think I got anything else from... Yeah, I think... Okay, you know what? I think you get the other piece if I solve it before time exactly runs out. Even if I chose the the final answer and it goes over the final time limit, whatever, it needs to be before that, I believe. So that's why I didn't get anything for, what's his name? For Ota. But this shows that there's going to be quite a good chunk of Somniums we're going to be doing in the game. Assuming that there's 2 for each person. Well, that's 27. Well, anyway, maybe. And taking one look at the flowchart, I think we're... Yeah. And see, I'm not sure how I want to do this when I eventually go back and try the other paths. Because I'm sure to get the best ending, or it's like to get the full story, you're going to have to go through each path. I'm assuming. And I think, yeah, once we're done with this path or something, I might want to go back to the earliest or the latest split and go from there, because that way the majority of the timeline is still going to be somewhat like fresh in our minds, and it won't be like a huge divergence. Instead, like, because say we chose this way instead, we don't know how the hell this is going to go. Like, all of this could be so much different. So that's why I feel like it might be better if, like, say it ends here, then we go back here and go right. You know, at least that's the way I look at it. Anyway, next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will go back to the cold storage facility and see what the hell we can do. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time for Let's Play the Somnium Files. Love you all so much. Have a great day. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to leave a comment, a like, and subscribe for future content, where I aim to release a video a day. And if you do subscribe, make sure to click on the bell symbol to be notified once new videos are uploaded. You can also catch me streaming from time to time on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord server to relax with other gamers. All this information is in the description box below. Have a great day.